Hello everyone, welcome back. In this part of our series of videos for SpeQue POS, we shall have a look at reporting. SpeQue POS reports are detailed and varied. We also have analysis dashboards to help restaurant owners get detailed insight into their business. You can check out our blog on reports. The link to the blog is available in the description below. In order to check reports for the sales or the orders done, go to the reports tab. Click on in-house order section. Now here we have an overview of the sales that had happened the last month and 2 months back. We also provide a SpeQue forecast, the AI powered SpeQue forecast for the coming months. Now please note that this is a test environment, so the data, the numbers might not be very logical, and we also don't have the SpeQue sales forecast for now. So under the report type dropdown, click on the report type dropdown. We see a bunch of reports. So let's have a look at the bill settlement report. We can run the report starting from April 1st to April 29th. Click on run report. So please note that the timings here are 6 a.m. on the start date to 6 a.m. on the end date, right? So the bill settlement report will gives us an idea of the different modes of payment, the most used modes of payment. For example, credit or debit card accounts for 60% of payments. We also have a summary of the total amounts collected via the different sources, including the online sources, credit to debit card, cash, and all. And below that, we have a table which shows the breakdown for all the orders. So we have the order ID or the serial number, and how the payment was done for that particular order, right? So this is the first report. Now we have a bunch of sales reports as well. So for example, the sales report day wise, if I click on run report, so it gives me the for that given period day wise breakdown, which is shown in the table below. So the GST, the delivery charges, the packing charges, and the different breakdowns and all, everything, the details are given here for all the days from the start day to the end day. And on the top, we also have a bit of analysis, the analytics part, where we are showing the order count by day by hour, or order count by day of the week. So we can see Fridays accounts for the most number of orders and the highest revenue. Highest revenue comes at around between 6 and 7 p.m. Highest number of orders comes around 1 to 2 p.m. in the day, and things like that. Right. So now moving on, we have few more reports, which is item wise. So if we have a look at the item wise report, sales report, then it gives us a breakdown on how the sale is happening, at the subcategory level. So for example, there's 51% sale of veg items, 37% sale of non-veg items. If we scroll down, we can check the name of the item and the category it belongs to, how many quantities have been sold, and so on. Right, so this is the item wise sales. Similarly, we have food item wise, beverages item wise, alcoholic, tobacco item wise. And then we have top selling items. So if we click on top selling items and check the report, so we get the top selling items that were sold in that period. So for example, around 34.5% Indian special biryani has been sold. This is the top selling item for this month till now. Right, if we check this, the next report is the Steward performance report. The Steward performance report only gives all the analysis for the Steward. So how many packs they're serving, how many orders they're serving, how many items they're canceling, how much discount they're giving. So all the details can be checked here. We have the cancel item reports, which will give the reporting for all the cancelled items on the orders, who's canceling them, why it was cancelled. So we can go back and check. We can keep a tab on things. Similarly, we have the discount reports as well, which will give a detail of all the discounts. Next, we have the NC orders. This will give me a detail of all the NC orders, the non-chargeable orders. Then we have the online order review report. It tells me about all the online orders, when they're coming, what is the source of maximum number of orders, maximum revenue, and things like that. We have GST order report. It gives me the GST breakdown for orders, 5% GST, total taxable amount, and all that stuff. Right. So now more important reports that we have is one of them is the KPI dashboard. Right. So the key performance indicator dashboard gives us a holistic picture of what's happening, like the health of my restaurant. right? So for example, past 3 months, I can check the revenue graph when it's going, when it's spiking, when it's coming down, and things like that. I can also select week dimension, so I can check for the past 3 months. I can check week wise how is the trend going week wise, and if I want, I can just check by day of the week also. So Mondays, I can check past 3 months how it's going. If I want, I can check for Wednesdays, or if I want, I can check for Fridays and things like that. Same, we have a similar graph for the number of orders also, like when it's going up, when it's coming down. The next one is revenue, month on month for the past 4 months. So this is the actual revenue. The orange line that you see here, this is the SpeQue sales forecast, the AI powered sales forecast feature, which gives you a prediction of the sales that can happen in the next month or the coming month. Right. So again, it's a test data. So the orange line is at 0 right now, but after a couple of months, that it starts showing the analysis, and it's quite accurate. It's around 90% accurate, right? Next one we have is the online versus dine-in revenue, or an order count information. We have the revenue by source, like from where, which source is working well for me. So if it's Zomato, or if it's Easy Diner, or Diner or Dine Out, and things like that. Right? Then we have revenue by session, so which is giving me the different breakdowns for the revenue for different sessions, like morning session, afternoon session, evening and night. Then we have subcategory wise, non-veg, veg, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. Then we have item wise, mutton dum biryani, as we see, is 34%. Revenue is Indian special biryani is around 41%. Right, so this is category wise. So this is the KPI dashboard. Now we have a few other useful dashboards. One of them is the feedback dashboard. So if you have a look at the feedback dashboard, gives us very detailed analysis of all the feedbacks that have been collected. The different questions or the parameters that we have on the feedback form. We can check the response for that. We can compare the different parameters with overall rating this month to last month, value for money. How likely are your friends to refer this restaurant, overall experience, and then we can check all the orders for the last month, all the feedback. I'm sorry. And we can also check the orders connected to the feedback for better analysis. So for example, if I'm saying I didn't like the food, I can go and check what all food did the customer order, right? And this section, this is the comments. So the free comments that the customer is entering. We use sentiment analysis here. So this analyzes the comments. The system will analyze the comments in real time, and it categorizes based on the sentiment of the user into positive, negative, whether they were talking about food, service, ambience. All those categories will come here. I just need to click on this category, and it will pull me all the comments that were under that category. So it's very good for overall analysis and of the feedbacks. Now we have a few more dashboards. So if I go for the dish rating, so here we don't have much data right now, but it's basically meant for getting the reviews or the ratings for the dishes on the order, right? So this works through the feedback form. So if you want, we can pull the items on the order onto the feedback form, and we can ask the guests or the customers to rate the dishes on the order, right? So, and those ratings will come here, so we can check come here and check like how the ratings, like which dishes are doing good, which dishes are not doing good. And this also helps us in menu engineering, which we'll see later on, right? So these are the three reports. Couple more reports we have few reports under inventory that we'll see, and we have a few reports on the CRM that we'll see later on. Thanks for watching this video again, and I'll see you later. Thank you.